Don't bring it as cash, put it in an envelope for us, yeah?
Let's
keep it moving.
it.
One of the powerhouses on this continent is Ghana. Just came out of a disappointing 2014 FIFA World Cup. They're looking to set things right by firstly having a solid showing in the qualifiers and then hoping to push on and see them have a solid showing in the Africa Cup of Nations of 2015.
The Black Stars of Ghana were one of the brightest shining lights going into the 2014 FIFA World Cup. After their promising displays in 2010 and the injustices suffered at the hands of Uruguay, the South American spectacle was seen as many as a chance to deliver on all their promise. But it wasn't to be. Instead, their 2014 FIFA World Cup was marred by off-field drama that only drew attention to the dour performances that saw 2 losses and a draw characterize their short-lived participation. The players appeared to be focused on bonuses, whilst infighting also led to players being booted out of the camp. Which brings us to this juncture. The team now has the task of restoring the nation's confidence in them, and the best way to do that is on the pitch.
It's important that we win back the fans following, the unimpressive outing of the World Cup. And it must start from this match. If they win emphatically against Uganda and go on to beat Togo, I think that the damning verdicts would soon be of the past and we'll concentrate on the future. It's crucial that we win so that we'll be able to build on from there.
A commission was set up to go on a fact-finding mission to try and get to the bottom of some of the most glaring controversies and allegations, such as the airlifting of money for the players in an era of electronic transfers and the use of taxpayers' money to fly supporters to Brazil.
The commission have said that they are not going to prosecute anybody. They are only going to make recommendations. But as you know, with a lot of things in Africa, the one thing administrators fear the most on this continent is truth. Sometimes they don't even fear prison sentences, but the very fact that a lot of the things that they thought they were doing in secret has come out in the public is what worries them.
There are still areas of the Brazil Gate scandal that have yet to be brought to the fore by the Commission, with the football-loving followers of Ghana looking for clarity and details as to what sparked some of the fallouts that were typical of Ghana's World Cup campaign.
So far, they have not touched into these issues, and it will be interesting to find out if they will even try and go there. But at the start of the commission, they hinted that they would speak to these players, not in terms of bringing them down, because the league seasons have started in Italy and Germany and so on. So even if they will speak to them, we guess that it will be through things like Skype or Google Plus or stuff like that.
The players are currently in camp with the game against Uganda front and centre in their minds. Drawn alongside Togo and Guinea, a good start will be imperative if the Black Stars are to change public perception.
Yeah, it's going to be like tough qualifier because Togo, Uganda, they are all good teams. They have good players, but I think we have enough quality to qualify, and I know we will make a good impression for all Ghanaians.
Yeah, it's match after match, so we need to tackle the coming one as a Saturday against Uganda. We need to at least win the game and then get 3 points. It's a league form, the first 2 qualifiers, and we need to top the group as we've been doing anytime we play qualifiers. It's not going to be easy. You know that the countries are playing well, so we need to, work hard and then win our first game before we think about the Togo's game.
The team are in Kumasi now ahead of the clash at the Baba Yara Stadium on Saturday before travelling to Togo for Wednesday's second group match. Both their matches will be broadcast on your World of Champions.
Ghana, Togo, Guinea, Uganda. That makes up Group E of the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. For Ghana, they kick off against Uganda. Guinea they take on Togo. Looking at this group, it doesn't look all that easy for Ghana to just say, look, we can pick up 3 points here, and so on.
Not really, especially when you consider their disastrous World Cup campaign. So I think the key here would be the mental preparation of the Ghanaian player. Have they overcome the disaster in Brazil?
That's a good point. Now, Coach, in this instance, how much work has to be put in the little time you have with the group to ensure that Brazil remains something of the past, and of course you look forward to Morocco?
Yeah, I think they need to have motivators there. They must have people who should be talking to them and telling them to forget about what happened in Brazil. Then they'll come back to normal. Otherwise, if they'll leave it like that, it will still affect them. And you can see this Uganda. Uganda here is also a very good team. Yeah, and to me, Uganda is going to give a lot of problems to these teams. They might qualify, Uganda. So for Ghana to come in with a proper mind, they have to make sure that they really set themselves up and they forget about what happened.
I wanted to find out, Coach, how difficult is it to prepare a national team in this short period? How difficult? Club side, you have time with them. But for a national team, how difficult it is to prepare a team in this short period?
Yeah, it is difficult. Because when I was there myself, I could get players sometimes coming in 4 days before the match, 3 days before the match. And there was a time when I just put up my feet and said, if a player comes 3 days before the match, is out of.
On that note.
Yeah, so I said to them, a player must be there 5 days.